Live from ABC7, this is Eyewitness News at 7 p.m. on LA56.
More stores are opening their doors tonight, trying to lure families out of their living rooms and into their shopping aisles.
More than 100 protesters arrested in downtown LA make it home in time for Thanksgiving dinner. Today, the LAPD released the ones who couldn't make bail.
A delicious tradition. Thousands gather in Anaheim for a Thanksgiving feast with all the trimmings. Good evening. I'm Mark Brown. David and Colleen are off tonight.
And I'm Ellen Leyva. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Welcome to Eyewitness News on LA56, LA's only live local newscast at 7 p.m. Well, countless eager shoppers are burning off their Thanksgiving feast tonight, snatching up doorbuster deals. Many retailers opened their doors just about an hour ago. And Eyewitness News reporter Melissa McBride is live at a Target in Eagle Rock where buyers are getting their shop on tonight. Melissa?
And Ellen, they certainly are. Hundreds of people have been loading up their carts in the last hour since the doors opened here at this Target in Eagle Rock. Some of these people started lining up as early as Tuesday. Target employees were cheering as the first people in line walked through the doors at 6 o'clock. Many bargain hunters went straight to the 55-inch Westinghouse flat-screen TVs for $395. Some of the other doorbuster deals include 40% off clothing and some Lego sets. Shoppers say the money they save makes a big difference, and it's become a Thanksgiving tradition to eat dinner and then shop before Black Friday.
This would be our 7th year already doing it, and I mean every year it's always a big saving. It helps around a lot.
We've projected our savings to be in about the $1,800 to $2,200 range, and is why we've been doing this for the past 5 years.
Last year, Target opened at 8 o'clock at night on Thanksgiving. This year, 2 hours earlier. They say that's what shoppers wanted. Target stores will stay open until late Friday night. Now, tomorrow on Black Friday, for those who actually shop on Black Friday, they will be able to get 10% off Target gift cards tomorrow. Reporting live in Eagle Rock, I'm Melissa McBride, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Melissa. And earlier today, much earlier, many people were out shopping at stores that opened at 6 o'clock this morning. Kmart is among several retailers nationwide that opened early on Thanksgiving. Several deal seekers now consider it a Thanksgiving tradition. At the Burbank Kmart, there was a big rush toward the electronics section. Seemed like everyone wanted the same thing, a doorbuster TV deal.
Dozens of Ferguson demonstrators who were arrested last night in downtown L.A. are out of jail in time for Thanksgiving dinner. The LAPD released them early so they could be with their families. Eyewitness News reporter Carlos Granda spoke with some of the protesters as they were set free.
It was really bad. I had 15 stitches. My earlobe was split all the way through on both sides. And
Rebecca Jackson says she was injured by a police officer during Tuesday night's protest. She went back last night for more protests, and that's when she was arrested.
We feel even more unsafe whenever we're arrested illegally and herded in here like cattle.
She is one of more than 130 people arrested last night in downtown Los Angeles. It started out as a peaceful protest, but after several hours, protesters tried to get to Staples Center during the Lakers game. Police said they were breaking the law and they needed to leave, and when they didn't, the arrest began.
They basically had us surrounded, and they just wouldn't let us leave from any direction. And this is before they make any announcement about, they never made any announcement to disperse from 6th and Hope.
I was a little scared. Like, I came from Riverside to LA. I actually came to photograph the whole event, document it, but I got caught up in it, and we got arrested like around 8:30 maybe.
Because the courts are closed, these protesters could be forced to stay in jail until Monday. But this afternoon, Police Chief Charlie Beck announced they would be released. The department spokesperson told us, "We certainly have the legal right to keep everybody detained until their court appearance where they post bail, but with the holiday here, we want to make sure people have the opportunity to have dinner with their family."
He's being like sensitive towards our whatever and stuff, but like we shouldn't have been there to begin with.
A few people who were released told me there's still a few protesters inside waiting to go through the process, but if they don't have IDs, they might not be released until Monday. Reporting from Van Nuys, I'm Carlos Granda, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Meantime, in Missouri, protesters there have taken a Thanksgiving reprieve following 3 nights of demonstrations. St. Louis postponed its annual Thanksgiving Day parade amidst the protests. In Ferguson, children joined in the effort to re-beautify parts of the city damaged or destroyed by fire Monday. They're painting murals on the plywood put in place to cover broken store windows. In New York City, about 50 demonstrators attempted to disrupt the annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. The group, carrying signs and chanting "Hands up, don't shoot," was stopped by police near the end of the parade route this morning. At least 7 people were arrested. Police Commissioner Bill Bratton said the NYPD would not tolerate any attempt to disrupt the parade.
Had some record or near record highs in Southern California. Jonathan Novak is here with a first look at our weather. Jonathan?
We're hoping for not even fall. We want summer at this point, Mark. It would be nice because these temperatures are even warmer than those temps we might see during the summer. It's been hot. We have high pressure over us. It's given us temperatures like this. Santa Ana saw 90 today, broke the record of 83. Back a few years ago, Burbank hit 88, broke the record of 86. And one more look here, see LAX hit 86, and Woodland Hills, the hot spot at 93. Long Beach was 87. I mean, a warm day, a warm night. 68 right now in Burbank, and we're looking for temperatures to drop, down to about 50 degrees tonight in LA. Should be a little bit of a chill tomorrow morning, but we're going to rebound quickly back to temperatures tomorrow afternoon, very much like today. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way, did I say? So if you like the warm weather, well, be thankful because we got more of it. As we go through tomorrow, 1 p.m., it's going to be summer-like once again, 80 by 1. Now, as we go through Saturday and Sunday, it's a different story. Things cool down, and we start looking ahead to rain chances. I'll tell you when those rain chances in the 7-day coming up.
All right, Jonathan, thank you. For many, it's a way to give back, and for many more, it's the only way they'll be able to celebrate Thanksgiving. But as Orange County Bureau Chief Eileen Fair shows us, for all those taking part in the annual We Give Thanks feast in Anaheim, it's become a holiday tradition.
A Thanksgiving Day meal for $15,000 in the parking lot of the Honda Center in Anaheim. It takes a lot of preparation.
3,500 pounds of potatoes.
More than 600 turkeys. Lots of stuffing and thousands of pies.
Food's great. It's not just the food. I mean, they're playing music and it's really fun.
It's a great atmosphere, great energy today.
For nearly 30 years, Frank Garcia, through his La Casa Garcia restaurant and the nonprofit We Give Thanks, has provided Thanksgiving dinner to those in need, those who have nowhere else to go.
It's all about togetherness. One large family of a bunch of strangers. You can't get any better than this.
Garcia started this tradition in the parking lot of his Anaheim restaurant, but you can see how big it is now, taking up a parking lot at the Honda Center.
It's like yesterday that we started and got this big, but I feel so good and thankful that we can do this.
Garcia grateful to the 1,500 volunteers. For some, it's become a tradition.
I started with my daughter and family about maybe 15 years ago, and it's something we look forward to do every year. It's a great way to be a part of a bigger event that allows to give back to our community.
Happy Thanksgiving!
In Anaheim, Eileen Frere, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Another 1,000 people or so were treated to a home-cooked Thanksgiving meal in Valley Village. This was thanks to the Temple Beth Hillel annual Feed the Hungry Feast. This is the 14th year for this event. Meals are also delivered directly to people who aren't able to attend. Volunteers cooked more than 1,000 pounds of turkey, 250 pounds of cornbread stuffing, 400 pounds of veggies, and trimmings galore over 5 days to make today's feast possible.
2 lucky turkeys in Pacific Palisades just might consider Thanksgiving their favorite holiday. Eyewitness News reporter Jory Rand shows us 2 birds spent the holiday at a turkey rescue day spa.
They are the staples of Thanksgiving, spending time with family, watching a little football, and of course, turkey. So while most people are having turkey for dinner this Thanksgiving, there's one family in Pacific Palisades who are having turkeys for dinner, as in guests. They are the guests of honor tonight.
This is Pamela. So Pamela and Alexandra. She wanted to introduce herself, clearly.
This is the 7th year Karen has hosted a pair of rescued turkeys.
The first one was just sort of done as a lark, and I wasn't thinking I was going to do it every year, but the neighbors love it.
And they really are guests at Thanksgiving, going from turkeys to social butterflies.
Look at this. She's gaining my confidence a little bit, almost.
We get together. It's like our own little vegan family.
She does this every year, and we come here and rejoice in it.
Pamela and Alexandra were bred for the slaughter industry, the California slaughter industry, and they were supposed to be Thanksgiving dinner. But thank heavens they ended up at my house, and they're going to spend Thanksgiving with us as the guests of honor.
And these girls have a lot to be thankful for. In Karen's home, these feathered beauties get the star treatment from baths to blowouts.
I do this as a fun way to send a pretty serious message, but the main message is fun, which is that Turkey Day is a lot more fun when the turkeys are alive and well.
These turkeys will remain here until around Christmas, when they'll move to Farm Sanctuary in Acton, where they'll live out their days never having to worry when the 4th Thursday in November comes along. Jory Rand, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
A restaurant in New York City is calling all big spenders looking for a Thanksgiving feast fit for a king. It's a $35,000 meal for 4 people, or $87.50 per person, $8,750. The 9-course meal is being offered at Old Homestead Restaurant in the city's meatpacking district. It's packed with a bunch of fancy ingredients I don't even know how to pronounce, but it is supposed to be really good. And for average people looking for a less luxurious meal, the restaurant is serving a traditional Thanksgiving meal for $65 a person.
It might be Thanksgiving, but a Grinch has already stolen Christmas from one family. And coming up, how some Good Samaritans help bring the holiday spirit back.
And thieves who skipped the holiday shopping crowds, they smashed a van through a glass door and into a high-end store. Wait till you hear what they stole.
Plus a shocking discovery when a man finds a bag with $100,000 in it at a Burger King restaurant.
Hey, look out. Here comes Spider-Man. The inflatable web head was just one of the giant balloons floating down 6th Avenue today in New York City for the annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. 6 new giant balloons joined the parade route this year. Pillsbury Doughboy, Pikachu, the Red Power Ranger, Skylanders Eruptor, Thomas the Tank, and Paddington the Bear all made their way down the Macy's parade route. The annual event uses enough helium to inflate more than 600,000 Mylar balloons.
A day of good food and even better jokes today at the Laugh Factory in West Hollywood. Some big-name comics were out, serving up thousands of Thanksgiving dinners to those who need it the most. And Eyewitness News reporter Jonathan Novak was there for the funny feast.
I didn't make it to the gym today. That makes 5 years in a row now.
Some of the biggest names in comedy gave back at the Laugh Factory by grabbing a mic and an apron.
Seeing all these people, all these comics that come in and take time out of their day where they could be just kicking back and eating snacks and getting a little, hefty. It's a wonderful, tradition.
A tradition at the Laugh Factory that's gone on for 35 years. Comedians among some of the many volunteers serving the community a free meal on Thanksgiving.
I love the whole experience. Have comics feed us and then they go up and perform. I mean, you can't beat anything like this in town.
Love it. Giving back is the best. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. This is wonderful. This is what it's about.
The kids, they sleep in cardboard, break your heart. We gotta all do our part.
Laugh Factory owner Jamie Masada says if you want to find someone who loves giving back, just ask a comedian.
The comedian, they give them food for their soul. And that's what it's all about. And they go out there, they're really happy.
One of those funny guys was our very own Garth Kemp.
It's fun, you know, it's people that are underprivileged, but it's also people that are just have no families. And it's a great time, plus there's comedy, so what else could you want?
We might all have our own individual things we're thankful for every year, but there's one thing that we can probably all be thankful for universally, and that would be laughter.
It keeps that immune system up. I think it keeps your mentality looking at positivity, looking forward.
And of course, there's one other very important ingredient in a great Thanksgiving: great food.
Gravy on anything, pretty much. Today's like gravy day for me.
Straight gravy.
Just anything. Gravy on top of it, yes, I'll take it.
Jonathan Novak, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
And straight from the Laugh Factory, Jonathan Novak.
Gravy on the gravy. On the gravy.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I know it would be gravy. Watch this segue. Rain would be gravy, wouldn't it be?
That would be very...
No, it doesn't really work when you say it's the segue. It doesn't really work.
No, you don't really announce it.
You don't want to say that.
No.
Happy Thanksgiving, by the way.
You too.
All right, let's talk about some rain. We'd be really thankful if we had some rain around Southern California. Unfortunately, in the short term, more of this heat around. Live Doppler 7000 HD shows rain way to the north of us. And that's, you know, good if we see the northern portions of the state get rain. It's just not great. We want to get some locally, some snow. We have it in the forecast. We do. You've been tuning in lately, then you know we have it in the forecast. It's just going to take a little while to get here. Here's a nice time lapse from earlier today. Angeles National Forest showing mostly sunny skies. 86. Thanksgiving was fantastic. Fantastically warm. If you like this stuff, then we've got more of it tomorrow. And we hit a record of 86 at LAX, broke the record of 85. We had a record of 87 in Long Beach, broke the record of 86. And we had a record of 93, I think it was, up in the Woodland Hills area. It was a really warm day, more warmth ahead for tomorrow. 66 right now in downtown, clear skies, calm winds. It is a mild night right now, but you're going to wake up to about 50 to 53 in the LA area tomorrow morning. It's going to be a bit of a chill around the area, but we're going to rebound very quickly. High pressure in control right here, this ridge. This is this high that has kept us so warm lately. But look off to the left of your screen. That's an area low pressure. This is going to make its way through our area eventually. The models that help us in terms of forecasting keep pushing this back a little bit by little bit. So it looks like right now the timing should be Monday late into Tuesday. The rain chances looking good. They're in there. It's just going to be pushed back a little bit. The weekend, as a result, looks fantastic. High pressure still in control. We're actually going to be getting a little bit of a cool down for Saturday and Sunday, back closer to average. And then by Monday, that system really barrels in, and then we will get the rain that we've been expecting. So for tonight, clear, cool. In fact, I might call it cold. 49 in the valleys, 54 at the beach, mountains 28 degrees. Here's that 70 forecast for LA Metro and Orange County, powered up by AccuWeather. LA Metro and Orange County, 80 tomorrow, 71 on Saturday and Sunday, so cooler. Not as hot as we've seen, but the rain holds off for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And looking for a chance of up to an inch or more of rain on Tuesday and Wednesday, with the system now timing out for that portion of next week. Valleys, IE, 82 tomorrow. I know, one more day of that. 71 for the weekend, looks nice. A little bit of patchy fog on Saturday mornings possible. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the rain chances move in, and even into Thursday, potentially 1 to 2 inches of rain Tuesday and Wednesday. The beaches look great. 73 tomorrow, mid-60s for the weekend, and you guys have a chance of rain. 30% on Monday and Wednesday, and in between there, looks really good on Tuesday right now. In the mountains, even some snow expected, but it would be up around 8,000 feet. Mainly some rain for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The first half of your forecast looks nice. A little bit cold this weekend, otherwise good. High desert, breezy as the system rolls in on Monday. You guys have a chance of rain as well. 60% on Tuesday. So, guys, the timing, we had it originally a little bit earlier, but now the model's thinking this is going to hold off a little bit until Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But either way, it looks like we've got some rain in the forecast, and it looks pretty good. We'll keep you posted, of course, throughout the week as storm gets a little bit closer.
All right.
Closer to our area.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Caught on camera in Chicago, a bold smash and grab into a high-end clothing store. A minivan crashed through a metal door, glass doors, and into the Cisco NYC store. Several people jumped out. Others came in from other cars waiting outside. Police say in all, 20 people ran into the business twice and grabbed thousands of dollars worth of merchandise in just 2.5 minutes. A worker says the thieves seemed to be after one thing in particular, Robin's jeans, worth between $200 and $700 a pair. When police responded, they found the vehicle, but no suspects.
A whopper of a surprise at a Burger King in San Jose. An assistant manager noticed somebody had left a blue backpack behind in one of the booths. When nobody showed up to claim it, she called the restaurant owner. He opened it, hoping to find some ID or a phone number. No, nothing of the sort, but there were $100,000 in cash in there. He quickly turned it all over to police.
I've been in this country 26 years, and I worked 2 jobs for 15 years, continuous, before I bought this Burger King. So I'm a very hard-working guy, so I don't want that money. Maybe it belongs to somebody.
Hardworking and honest. In addition to the cash, police say they also found candy, a small amount of marijuana, and a bank deposit slip in the backpack. They say they're using that slip to try to track down the owner.
A Grinch stole their Christmas decorations, and now a Texas family is shocked. A Good Samaritan surprised them with new ones. Earlier this week, a thief made off with the Christmas display outside Christine Collins' house in Saginaw. She put up a sign chastising the person for committing such a heartless crime. Yesterday, some new Christmas decorations magically appeared in her front yard.
It felt like Christmas morning. I was in shock. 2 big 6-foot Christmas trees and 2 animated deers, and then the big Hello Kitty.
Which one's your favorite?
Hello Kitty. It makes me be able to teach Hallie that there's still good people in this world.
Family has no idea who's responsible for this generous act, but they wanted to show their gratitude. A new sign has been put in the yard with a big thank you written on it.
Still ahead, John Boehner's cooking secrets.
Who knew? But apparently the Speaker of the House is an expert turkey chef. Now he's sharing his culinary tricks coming up.
Plus, why the federal government has just agreed to spend $55 million to help out the cranberry industry.
This is Petty Officer Phil Stewart from Yokota Air Base, Japan. I would like to wish my brother Jeff in Los Angeles a happy holidays and thank him very much for his support. I'll be at your wedding in Australia, but you've got to come visit me here in Japan, all right?
Hundreds of U.S. soldiers celebrated Thanksgiving far from their families in Afghanistan today. At NATO headquarters in Kabul, they received heaping plates of all the holiday favorites. Some of the soldiers say this is their home away from home and that they look forward to spending Thanksgiving with their family next year. This is the last Thanksgiving celebration before the U.S. and NATO combat mission ends on December 31st. President Obama spent his Thanksgiving making calls to U.S. troops, expressing his gratitude for their service. He placed a call to a representative of each branch of the military. He says Thanksgiving is his favorite holiday because more than any other, it is uniquely American. President says he is spending a quiet Thanksgiving at the White House, catching up with friends and family, eating good food and watching football.
Speaker of the House John Boehner loves Thanksgiving and apparently goes all out when he cooks his own turkey. In a short video, he put politics aside and put on some jeans and an apron to share what he called the Boehner turkey brine.
I take about 8 quarts of water, half a dozen bay leaves, kosher salt, a little palmful of peppercorns, take a big head of garlic, cut it in half, and the real secret though, 16 ounces of pure maple syrup. Take a bucket, put a bag in there, put the turkey in there after I've rinsed it off, pour the brine over it. Brine has to be cool. First half of the cooking time, I cooked the bird breast down, and then halfway through, I go in and literally pick it up and turn it over. Now, I only cook my bird to about 160 max. And then I take it out, I put foil over it, and let it sit for at least an hour.
Okay. Sounds good.
I bet it is good.
Speaker Boehner says it's the resting time that really works.
Wow. We're updating this evening's top stories next at 7:30.
And Abraham Lincoln officially declared this a day to give thanks for what we have. Have Americans forgotten the meaning of this national holiday?
Plus, it's a turkey emergency. We'll take you inside the Turkey 911 call center with the experts who talk you through those holiday disasters.
Live from ABC7, this is Eyewitness News at 7:30 p.m. on LA56.
Our top story at 7:30, local Ferguson protesters arrested over the past few days are out of jail tonight. I'm Ellen Leva. David and Colleen have the night off.
I'm Mark Brown. This is Eyewitness News on LA56, LA's only live local newscast at 7 p.m. 130 people were arrested last night in downtown LA, and because the courts are closed, the protesters could have been forced to stay in jail until Monday. But this afternoon, Police Chief Charlie Beck announced they would be released. He released them early so they could be with their families.
Ready, set, shop. Retailers have opened their doors tonight looking to cash in on early shoppers, and those bargain hunters are wasting no time snatching up the doorbuster deals. Here's a look at a Target in Eagle Rock. It opened its doors about 90 minutes ago. Shoppers tell Eyewitness News the deals they get tonight are well worth the wait.
A growing number of stores may be opening their doors this Thanksgiving, but not everybody's lining up to grab the deals. Many are doing their best to keep the traditional Thanksgiving spirit alive. Eyewitness News reporter Q McCrae shows us how they're hoping to save Thanksgiving.
The Ramirez-Guevara family decided to spend Thanksgiving at Griffith Park, the traditional way.
Just spending time with family. You know, we started a new tradition by coming out here to Griffith Park and get a family football and baseball game together.
Can you see yourself shopping on Thanksgiving Day?
No way.
Well, the National Retail Federation estimates about 25 million Americans will shop today on what is now dubbed Gray Thursday.
We've learned that in a down economy, a bigger Black Friday weekend is a lot more likely, meaning that consumers are simply very driven by that deal and that promotion and that extreme discount.
The Cisneros family is cashing in on early Black Friday specials, even if it means being away from loved ones.
What do you say to people who say that you should be at home with family right now?
Shopping early before we go eat turkey. I mean, we're going to be together this afternoon, everybody, but, you know, in the meantime, we can go shopping.
As far as Christina Ramirez-Guevara is concerned, all stores should be closed on Thanksgiving Day.
Thanksgiving is cooking, staying home. I don't do shopping. I stay home. Matter of fact, my turkey's in the oven.
Experts say retailers are simply catering to today's consumer.
Millennials love the idea of shopping on Thanksgiving Day night. They can leave their parents, they can ditch the pumpkin pie, escape doing the dishes, and head out with their friends to go see what kinds of deals retailers are offering.
This family says the deals can wait. They'll focus on being thankful.
Thank God for my family, my grandchildren, my daughters, my family. That's what Thanksgiving is for me, being thankful for a healthy life.
Q McCrae, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Experts say the so-called Gray Thursday prices will take a bite out of Black Friday profits. Still, they estimate 100 million Americans will shop tomorrow.
It's another successful Thanksgiving downtown LA's Midnight Mission. Over 2,000 people received a hot Thanksgiving meal today who may not have had one otherwise. Volunteers, including actor Dick Van Dyke, came out in full force to help out and celebrate the mission's 100 years of serving people in need.
It's grateful for them to do what they're doing for us homeless people.
I can say today, hallelujah, may the Midnight Mission keep on, because there are men and women who need to be fed.
I think it's real nice, you know, for giving us a Thanksgiving dinner here.
Organizers of today's event say the mission hopes to continue serving the community for another 100 years.
They were one big happy Thanksgiving family today at a restaurant in Norco. 800 to 1,000 people. This was the 12th annual free turkey dinner with all the trimmings at Silverado Burgers and Mexican food. The message was the same for all. If you can't make it to a Thanksgiving dinner for whatever reason, come here and be surrounded by friends. Staff worked long hours to prepare the food, and leftovers were distributed to hungry people in the community. A great way to burn some Thanksgiving calories. Runners hit the streets of downtown LA today for the Turkey Trot Los Angeles. They could choose between a 5 and a 10K, with the routes taking them along historic Spring Street and Bunker Hill. Many came in costumes, ready to give thanks and have a little fun.
Oh, without question, this is the chafing is going to be absolutely terrible, but, you know, it's all for a good cause.
It's got the whole dinner here going on, all Thanksgiving, ready.
Is there any rolls somewhere? No.
The rolls are inside. That's why we're doing a turkey trot. Get rid of the rolls.
All of the donated money and food goes to the LA Regional Food Bank.
All of Americans like cranberries, and not just on Thanksgiving Day, but all year round. U.S. Department of Agriculture has agreed to purchase $55 million in cranberry products. Comes out of more than 68 million pounds of the fruit tart. The big purchase is all because of an oversupply of cranberries from record harvests in Wisconsin and Canada. Federal government is calling it a win-win. The result will be more stable prices for growers and more fruit in food pantries and school lunches.
Making Thanksgiving dinner can be one of the most daunting tasks of the year, but help is just a phone call away. ABC's Lindsay Davis introduces us to the Butterball Turkey Hotline, and the experts share some of their most unusual calls.
Take it from the National Lampoon's Griswolds. The tryptophan can trip you up.
Sorry.
From Grandpa's grilling
It's just a foil that's on fire.
to this dad's turkey trauma.
Dad, your cookie's ready.
Thanksgiving is known to turn people who consider themselves time-tested turkey experts
according to the Archimedes principle
into bird brains.
Cook, you're burning the house.
Turkeys gobbled up in flames, carcasses cooked to a crisp. These classic mishaps explain why today, inside this building in Naperville, Illinois, the nerve center of Butterball is buzzing.
Butterball Turkey Talk Line, how can I help you?
There are more than 50 experts to take you under their wing.
Put a drip pan under the grate.
Questions range from the mundane to, can I brine my turkey in the washing machine? And the family dog is inside the turkey and can't get out. Just today, the hotline received 12,000 calls, and I was one of them. My mom always says you should cook the turkey upside down. Is there any
truth to that? We don't recommend that at Butterball.
Really?
It's going to be wobbly, and it's going to be hard and cumbersome to take it out of the oven like that.
For those who want a turkey looking like it was fresh out of the oven of a Norman Rockwell painting, the Butterball hotline is open, eager to help those who tend to foul things up.
Well, that was ABC's Lindsay Davis reporting. The hotline first opened in 1981 with just 6 people answering the phone. These days, in November and December, they average more than 100,000 calls.
Interesting Thanksgiving twist. A barn in Santa Clarita is feeding turkeys rather than eating them. Event is called a Gentle Thanksgiving, put on by the Gentle Barn. Turkeys are fed pie, seeds, popcorn, and cranberries, while attendees feast on a gourmet vegan food to keep the animals comfortable. The event is limited to 200 people. This year's event quickly sold out, drawing in people from all over the world.
And we celebrate their lives, and we cuddle with them, and we tell our boy turkey that he's handsome, and it's all about them. And we celebrate their life.
If you want to cuddle turkeys, give a pig a belly rub, or hug a cow, the nonprofit is open to the public on Sundays from 10 to 2 p.m.
And in Pasadena, this was the first ever Tofurkey Trot. It worked much like the turkey trot, but in an animal-friendly way, as organizers described it. The inaugural event took place outside the Rose Bowl. Hundreds of participants hit the pavement for the event, with prizes going to the top finishers in the men's, women's, and youth divisions, and for the best costumed runner. Proceeds will be donated to the National Museum of Animals and Society.
Well, what's cuter than a Disney cartoon character? How about a dog dressed up like one?
Still to come here on Eyewitness News, we'll introduce you to some local pups who are undergoing a Disney makeover just in time for the holiday season.
And prostate cancer, a topic men don't usually talk about. Ahead on Eyewitness News, we'll tell you how Movember is trying to change that.
Temperatures today, record-breaking heat. It's around for another day before things change. A cool down, rain, give me 7-day forecast. Stick around for it.
Got some breaking news to tell you about right now. Part of the PCH is closed due to a water main break, and that's according to officials. Water is flowing downhill. Break happened at PCH and Trancas Canyon Road, and it's caused a sinkhole. Crews are headed out to inspect some houses there. No word on how long this part of PCH will be closed, and we'll bring you the very latest on Eyewitnesses at 11 o'clock tonight on ABC7.
Certainly no secret, Thanksgiving is not the most healthy holiday, but how many calories are you really putting on your plate? According to research from the Calorie Control Council, the average American consumes about 4,500 calories during a traditional Thanksgiving meal. That's more than twice the recommended daily intake of 2,000 calories. A lot of those calories are from fat. The CCC says we eat enough fat at a holiday meal to equal, ready for this, 3 sticks of butter.
Ooh, that's a buzzkill. November has turned into Movember, where many grow a mustache for 30 days to spark conversations about prostate cancer. And with the month coming to a close, Eyewitness News reporter Lori Corbin shows us how the awareness of the disease is growing.
There's still pockets of people who are not inclined to talk about it, and that's kind of dumb, really.
Kevin Kehoe is a commercial pilot who gets screened annually, but said his dad had prostate cancer and kept silent on the issue. Pretty standard for that era. Still, many men today find it tough to discuss.
It takes a while till you know what the treatment's going to be and what the extent of the cancer spread till you get those answers.
When Tim Pierce had cancer, he found it hard to be verbal about it.
It's tough on the family. Sometimes they suffer more than anybody.
But a Brentwood exercise studio, including a clean-shaven reporter Alex Michelson, is trying to change that.
It's our second annual Breast 60, and we had 24 participants. We raised $1,500.
Burn 60 recently held a Movember fundraiser with proceeds going to Reimagine, an organization that beyond medical helps friends and family learn about the other half of care.
While people have access to unbelievable medical care in this country, did you know that fewer than 3% of people have any kind of support for the social and emotional issues that pretty much everyone who has cancer faces?
Founder of Reimagine, Kristen McDermott says the program features 9 75-minute online classes to help friends, family, and cancer patients learn how to develop things like hope, balance, and inner strength. The program costs $399, which includes working with a therapist and offers a lifetime membership in their online community. Movember started in Australia in 2003 with about 30 people. There are more than 800 programs in 21 countries today, with the Movember Foundation estimating 99% of those who get involved in the campaign have a conversation about health. Good news, as approximately 15% of men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer at some point during their lifetime.
If this can just push one guy to get to the doctor, we've done our job, and that's our goal.
Lori Corbin, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Coming up, we've had beautiful Thanksgiving weather here in Southern California, but in other parts of the country, they are dealing with a Thanksgiving freeze.
Still to come on Eyewitness News, a look at how some families are digging out of the snow before their big meal.
And Chris Paul goes out of his way to ease the pain of a fan who recently lost his mother to brain cancer. That story is up ahead in sports. Eastern Australia is cleaning up after an extreme storm swept through the region. 85-mile-an-hour winds mixed with golf ball-sized hail smashed windows and downed trees and power lines. At least 4 small planes were flipped in the severe winds. Emergency services received more than 1,000 calls for assistance. About 90,000 homes lost power. The damage in some areas is so bad the Australian Army has been called in to mop up.
Thousands of travelers are still not home for the holidays. They are stranded after airlines delayed and canceled hundreds of flights thanks to the nor'easter that tore through the northeast. Hundreds of thousands of people were without electricity today, and some areas aren't expected to get power back until tomorrow. The storm has already brought over a foot of snowfall to dozens of cities.
And let's take a look at the contrast. Of course, it's almost felt like summer here in Southern California. Temperatures in Huntington Beach were in the mid-80s today. The warm weather drove thousands out to the beach on Thanksgiving. Looks like there will be a bit of a cool down this weekend, but still a lot to be thankful for on this holiday.
Yeah, we're pretty darn lucky, you have to admit, right?
I feel a little embarrassed talking. Happy Thanksgiving, family in Boston. What's that? You're digging out of... Oh, I feel bad.
I'm so sorry for
you. So sorry.
Not bad enough to move back, though.
No. Sorry, Mom. No. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. You know, we need rain. We really need rain. We really need rain. Unfortunately, we've been still set up in this pattern. It reminds me a little bit of last winter when we had this high that was blocking systems from coming through. But I'm hoping, and it looks likely, very likely, that we have this system that will push through this ridge of high pressure for next week and give us the rain that we want. Certainly not enough to take care of the drought, but, you know, it's something. 89 was our high today. I'll repeat that. 89 in L.A., almost 20 degrees above the normal of 70. The low was 61. Just amazingly warm. I counted at least a dozen cities around Southern California that had over 90 degrees, 90 or above. Santa Ana was at 90, broke the record of 83. Woodland Hills, 93, broke the record of 92. 67 right now at the coast, Long Beach, checking in. Humidity right around 40% or so there. 66 again, L.A. and Santa Monica, and 60 in Riverside. A lot of 60s, mid-60s around, even some 70s hanging on tonight. Right now, 73 degrees in Santa Clarita. So it's a mild evening. We're going to cool off with the clear skies and light winds. Then tomorrow we'll have a chill, and then we're going to warm back up because high pressure is still in control. That low that brought the snow that we just mentioned to the northeast, it's out of here. But look at this. This is lake effect snow that's coming down through the Midwest into portions of even Massachusetts. New England even getting some more snow here. All that cold air still pumping on in, so they got to deal and contend with more of that weather. Some rain up in the Pacific Northwest, nothing tremendous in terms of totals. For us, it's high pressure that's in control, and that high pressure is giving us, again, a little bit of that offshore flow. But things will change starting tomorrow because we'll start seeing a little bit more of an onshore flow late Friday. So until then, warmer weather. We still have warm weather. 80 degrees in L.A. tomorrow, same in Glendale and Pasadena. Another sunny, beautiful day. 72 Huntington Beach and Dana Point. Mid-80s in the IE around Riverside up to San Bernardino. And then as that onshore flow continues, we'll cool down. Finally, back closer to average on Saturday and Sunday. And maybe even some morning cloud cover Saturday and Sunday. Now, we'd had the rain a little bit earlier with the system. It looks like it's going to hold off until Monday night into Tuesday, and in fact, linger on even longer than expected. So this could be good. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, chances look pretty good. We got about a 60% risk of some showers on Wednesday, 1 to 2 inches of rain in the LA area. The valleys, over 2 inches of rain is possible with this event. And again, the time frame right now has been pushed just a little bit back Monday night on. Okay, until then, it looks warm tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday in the valleys, i.e. looking a little bit cooler, but still dry and sunny. Beaches look fantastic, 73, great day on Friday, and then as you head into Saturday and Sunday, mid-60s, all the way throughout with chances of rain starting on Monday late. The mountains, we want some snow for you guys. All right, well, we'll get some rain starting on Monday late, maybe some snow, but it would be above 8,000 feet. We're trying to, hope get a little bit lower than that, but right now it doesn't look likely. So at least something is in there. 2 to 3 inches of rain. You guys will be around 50 degrees or so from Sunday on. And then the high desert, fantastic weather tomorrow. So we go through the weekend, breezy, cooler, upper 60s, mid-60s on Monday, down to the lower 60s on Tuesday. You guys have a shot at some rain as well, 60% on Tuesday, 30% Wednesday, and a slight chance on Thursday. So we're crossing our fingers. This plays out as we hope and expect that it will. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope it was a good one.
And to you as well, Jonathan. Thank you.
Yep.
2 years ago on Thanksgiving Day, Mark Sanchez, then with the Jets, became infamous when he ran into his own lineman and fumbled. That play would forever be known as the butt fumble, and it would haunt him. Well, today he tried to make a new and better Thanksgiving Day memory. We think he succeeded. Let's go to Dallas. Mark Sanchez feasted on the Cowboy defense. The former Trojan standout caps the Eagles' first possession with the short touchdown run, put Philadelphia up 7-zip. On the Eagles' next possession, Sanchez used his arm to put up the points this time. He goes to rookie Jordan Matthews with a 27-yard house call, 14-0. For the first time this season, DeMarco Murray was held under 4 yards a carry, but he did get into the paint here to cut the lead to 14-7 Philly. But that would be as close as Dallas gets. LaShawn McCoy had a game, 159 yards, and this sweet 38-yard run to the land of quick six. The Cowboys gave up 256 yards on the ground, 464 yards of total offense. The Eagles take sole possession of first place in the NFC East with a 33-10 win. The Jets, meanwhile, not doing so hot. In the Motor City, the Detroit Lions were ready to gobble down on some Bears today. First quarter, after a Matthew Stafford fumble, Chicago extends their lead. Jay Cutler finds Alshon Jeffrey in the back of the end zone for a 14-3 lead. From there, Megatron takes over the game for Detroit. Matthew Stafford fires down the middle, and Calvin Johnson comes down with it between two defenders. That cuts the lead to 14-10. Johnson, the fastest player to 10,000 receiving yards. Stafford, 390 yards through the air, both of his touchdowns going to Calvin Johnson, including this one right into your living room couch. Johnson with 11 catches for 146 yards. Detroit with a much-needed win. That cameraman with a much-needed dose of Advil probably later on. The playoff hunt, 34-17 win. The Bruins basketball team now spending Thanksgiving in the Bahamas. That's the good news. UCLA got off to a nice start against the Tar Heels. The coach's son, Bryce Alford, drops in the triple to put the Bruins up 18-11. With the game tied at 25, North Carolina starts to run away from UCLA. They close the first half on an 18-4 run to take a 43-25 halftime lead. Second half, the Tar Heels continue to take it to the Bruins. J.P. Takato with the pick and the stick puts North Carolina up by 21. The Tar Heels hand UCLA their second straight loss in the Bahamas, 78-56 for the final. And finally, before the Clippers game against Detroit last night, Chris Paul gave a pair of his signature shoes to Jack Gallagher. Jack's mother recently died from an aggressive form of brain cancer. He posted a video tribute to his mom via Twitter that detailed how her son Jack had placed one of the CP3 brand shoes she had given him on her grave. Within a day of the video posting, Paul found Gallagher and arranged for him and his family to attend last night's game.
Some local pups would love nothing more for the holidays than to find a forever home, and to help that along, they're getting a makeover.
This isn't just your average grooming, though. The dogs are getting a little Disney magic. Eyewitness News reporter Alex Michelson has the adorable result.
People love dogs. People love Disney characters. Now the two are combining. The folks at the Oh My Disney blog from ABC7's parent company Disney are releasing a video of puppies dressed as Disney characters just in time for Thanksgiving.
We've asked ourselves as a team, what are we thankful for? And we kind of thought the Disney movies and cute animals.
There should be a captain in there somewhere. There's Captain Jack Sparrow, Winnie the Pooh, Aladdin and Jasmine, the cast of Tangled, and the Little Mermaid herself, Ariel, complete with a seashell bikini top. Some dogs appear to enjoy this shoot more than others.
They had a hard time with the wigs, and really hard time staying in character. I mean, you had Olaf kissing Elsa, which would never happen in the movie.
Now, there is a message behind all of this silliness. All of these dogs are available for adoption at Hands, Paws, and Hearts in Lancaster.
To send message for people to adopt rather than shop is very important.
Steve Spiro volunteers at the shelter and hopes these starring roles lead to forever homes.
If it gets more dogs adopted, then they should be wearing costumes every single day.
Alex Michelson, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
And more news straight ahead here at 7:30.
And ahead tonight at Eyewitness News at 11 on ABC7. Things are getting tense at some of the nation's shopping malls. We'll be live with all the bargain hunters trying to find those must-have deals.
Plus, there is a growing problem in the skies. Drones are putting airliners at risk.
These stories and all the late-breaking news on Southern California's #1 late newscast, Eyewitness News at 11 on ABC7.
Happy Thanksgiving. I'm very thankful this year for this little baby boy, Evan.
I'm thankful for this beautiful weather, my family, and all those that love me.
Ethan, what are we thankful for today?
Our house.
Our house, and what else?
Our family.
And Cara is thankful for her big brothers.
And I am thankful for these beautiful girls this year.
And I'm thankful to be healthy.
A holiday compromise this week in the Pennsylvania city of Reading, where people have been complaining that the city's Christmas tree was ugly. City officials say the public tree will stay, but it will be redecorated with a single red ornament inspired by the scrawny tree in the Peanuts classic, A Charlie Brown Christmas. Officials say they initially tried to replace it after residents complained, but ended up keeping it, hoping the new decoration will remind people of the deeper meaning of the season.
And shoppers are being asked to help beautify a holiday tree at a mall in Illinois. It's being decorated with selfies. Take a look at the so-called Digitree in the center court of the mall. LED panels hang from the ficus, display selfies taken at a nearby photo booth, as well as the community news and promotional offers. Well, according to the mall, this is the first tree of its kind in the country, and so far, it seems to be a big hit.
Well, we thank you for joining us for Eyewitness News at 7:30 on LA56. Law and Order SVU is next.
Eyewitness News continues at 11 p.m. on ABC7 and anytime on ABC7.com. And we'll see you tomorrow night at 7 right here on LA56. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.